YouTube, what is going on? Pocket Profit coming back with another video, another live stream. I didn't give you guys a lot of heads up that I was going to do one today. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. I'm pretty tired today after the garage sale, but we'll give it a second to see if some of you guys start jumping in here, and we can talk about today and our garage sale so far today. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up on my phone, and I'll share it out so we can get it shared out as well. But if you guys are jumping in here, let me know who is here and say what's up. Like I said, I'm going to get this shared out to the Facebook group so it's easier for people to find it. We are live right now. All right, let me do that. Paste that. But if you guys are here and you're jumping in, let me know who is here. Put it in the comments, and I'll get to those as we get started. So hope everyone's doing well. All right, so that's posted in the group. And then let me pull this up so I can read you guys' comments because the computer is still over there. Ooh, I got to turn myself down. I don't want to hear myself. But anyway, who's in the comments? Who's here? Who's watching? Who's having a good time? Let me know right now. But I want to wait till some of you guys get in here so then we can discuss today and the garage sale and all the stuff that was going on today. So anyway, who's here? How you doing? How are things? Get it in the chat so I can let you know. Or so I'm pretty tired right now, so I'm a little all over the place. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream or not, but I decided to do it anyway so we could talk about the garage sale a little bit and see, tell you how it went and, how much money and things I sold today. And then, you guys were interested in knowing. So instead of just posting or doing something simple and lazy, I figured it'd be better off just making a live stream and we could talk about it. So if you guys are in the comments, go ahead and get something in there so I know who is here and what is going on. But I can't really get into it unless you guys are telling me who is here. This is a give and take. You gotta give a little before I'll give a little, But it is kind of late. I don't know what time it is for you guys. For me, it's about 7 o'clock, a little after 7. So, so it's not like late, but it's a little bit later, and you guys might be off doing other things as well. But anyway, so we had the garage sale today. Today was day one. Where's my pen? Of the garage sale. So day one of the garage sale here in Minnesota, which I got to turn my heater down just in case it turns on. So anyway, so day one of the garage sale. If you guys are jumping in here, get something in the comments so I know who is here. So day one of the garage sale on a Thursday in the middle of winter in Minnesota, where there's a ton of snow out there. So that was today. We started that today. It went well. It went pretty darn well overall. So you got to let me know who's here before we go ahead and get started. So make sure you guys are getting some comments in there so I can see and read. OJ, what's going on? Yes. I've been hustling the whole time. I just haven't been making videos. So I haven't been doing videos. But now that I kind of have my setup going again a little bit here, in the garage, and this computer that I have set up is working good and the connection's good. We should be able to get back onto the YouTube side of things. I really wanted to get away from it. I really don't want to go through the whole thing again, but I kind of wanted to get rid of using YouTube, but I don't know, whatever. We're back now for now. So anyway, what's going on? I'll go ahead and hit that like button, guys. It does help me out. John and Pam, what is up? Yo. I like it. Yo, what's going on? Thank you for jumping in here. Let me know who else is in here, and then we can go ahead and discuss the garage sale a bit more and all that, and let you know how much money that came in and so on and so forth for day number one. I am tired. I'm drinking an energy drink. I stayed up kind of late making sure everything was ready to go, and then I got up it's early. It's not early. I got up at 8. That's not early, I know, but early compared to how long, I stayed up for. Making sure I was all ready to go. No, Mr. The Weakest Link, you were supposed to come today. The person in the chat, The Weakest Link, a friend of mine, was supposed to show up today and look around, and he's pretty terrible at coming when he said he's going to show up, and terrible with time. I don't think he knows what time is or hours or minutes. I don't know, but it's all gone, buddy. You are not welcome anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But he was supposed to show up, and he didn't. There goes my phone. But no biggie. I did sell a bunch of home stuff, actually, Lucas, so I don't know what you want or what you wanted, and it might be all gone. Just kidding. There's still quite a bit of that kind of stuff. But anyway, any questions about anything before I let you guys know? We get into the discussion about it. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask, go ahead and get those in there right now. Otherwise, we'll get moving on. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as well. It does help me out. I should probably do it myself. The computer's too far away, so I'm reading it off my phone, so I should probably like my own video while I'm at it. But if you have any questions, anything at all, get that in the feed, and then we'll discuss it. If not, we'll go ahead and move on. I'll give it a couple seconds just to see if anything pops up, and if not, then we'll move on. Anything? Yeah, there you go. Hit that like button. Helps me out. Can't go all the way around. Anyway, all right, whatever. We'll go ahead and move on. As you guys can see behind me, a lot of the bedding and stuff did not go today. It has been a really popular seller for me in the garage sale style. But it is after Christmas, and I'm guessing a lot of people got, their bedding and all that then. But let me know in the chat what you guys think, how much money you think I did in sales today at the garage sale. Day 1, small town, Winter, Minnesota. Let me know what you guys think I did in sales in the chat. Get in there right now. So we have that going there. John and Pam shared to Twitter. Well, thank you very much, John and Pam. I do appreciate it. Anytime you guys can share it out, or if you have another community that you think might enjoy topics of reselling, Amazon, eBay, anything like that, and you guys want to share it, that'd be awesome. I do appreciate it. Anyone jumping in is helpful as well. So yeah, I appreciate that, John and Pam. Thank you so much. We'll see. I don't know if James and those guys, James and Jennifer and all those people are going to jump in. I did post it. It is late. Like I said, it is what it is. So, OJ says $650 feels strong. Okay, there's one guess in there. I like it. Who else? Get some guesses in there. What do you think? Like I said, for context, I live in a small town. This town doesn't even have a stoplight. Now, there is a bigger town, like I said, about 15-ish minutes away to get to the outskirts. But that is not a huge town. It is a bigger town. And then I have another town the other way, about 15-ish minutes as well away. But that one only has one stoplight in that town. So, anybody else? John and Pam says 445.65. Okay. All right. Good guess. Anybody else? Anybody else has got a guess? James, what's going on, buddy? We were wondering where you were yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. But no biggie. James, just to give you a recap, I was able to get the computer out here and the kind of the old setup set up in the garage, and Twitch was working, but it was unfair for me to try to get all you guys to switch over to Twitch. And if this can work, then I kind of want to try it again and see how it goes. So James, thanks for jumping in here. So James, we're talking about today was day 1 of the garage sale of the pallet stuff I had purchased. We discussed it a little bit yesterday. I don't know if you watched it. You'll have to let me know if you watched that and if you need a little recap or not. But also make sure you hit that like button. It helps me out. I'm telling you, it does help. But also, James, get in there. What you think I did in sales today? Today, the only day so far. What do you think I did in money value sales? Let me know in the comments. We had a couple guesses. We had 650, 445, 65. And so far, those are the only two guesses. Anybody else get in there real quick? Or we'll move on. Also, let me know if you guys do garage sales yourself. If you do anything like that, where it's more, they got to come to you and buy like a location and everything like that. James says $23. Come on, buddy. $23. I tell you, who do you think? What are you thinking? But that's a very not good guess. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, I'm pretty tired, but I did want to bring this video up. All right, so any more guesses? If not, I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to let you know what I did for the first day. Anybody? One circle in the chair. James says $250. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So today in sales. Dun, dun, dun. Before I get to it, the sponsor of the day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. John and Pam are the closest. You guys almost got it. Like, you were pretty darn close. So today, first day, obviously you can't read that. I did $403 in sales today. Okay. Keep in mind, you guys, it's a Thursday, which for Minnesota, that's normal. We normally have garage sales Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, so on and so forth. And I know that's weird for you guys. Like some people, like I think Texas is always only like Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, or whatever it is. Let me know your guys' normal day, garage sale days in wherever you live. For here in Minnesota, it can be any day, seriously, but it's normally always Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like always. So today is Thursday. It is completely snow everywhere out there. Yesterday was a nice day. It was in the 30s. Today it was still pretty good, but there was a little bit of snow, but it's supposed to be nice again the next 2 days in the 30s. I'm saying nice, and it's going to be like in the 30s, but for me, that's almost shorts weather. So let's see. Jonathan, we won. What's the prize? The prize is you get to know how much it was. And you didn't guess it exactly, so I don't know. But you win $400. No. I was out here all day. I just my $400. Well, hold on. James says you win $400. He must be the one giving you the $400, John and Pam. So you go ahead and get in contact with James for that $400 because I ain't giving it to you. So James must be for sure. So. Polo, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in here. Diane Morgan, thanks for coming in. 325. Like I said, it was pretty close. I did $403 in sales today. Total. Now, a little bit will change, just a small percentage, because I do take credit card here as well. I just do the easy Square. Let me get. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but, you know, I just have a Square reader, super easy to set up, and, you know, just it's super simple. I highly recommend it. A good reason why I recommend it is, okay, so most people know when they go to garage sale, they're going to pay cash, whatever, and most people don't really carry that much cash anymore. And so, especially when you have expensive items, certain ones like $45, $50, so on and so forth, a lot of times people will not purchase it, even if they really want it, because they only have a little bit of cash, or they'll have to go get cash, so on and so forth. Or they just have like a certain amount, so they're going to buy a couple items, even though if they had their card, they would buy a bunch of items. So I had that happen today, actually, as a good example. A lady had come in. She had, I don't know, like $10-15 worth of items, and she was coming up, she's like, oh, I wish I could get more, but this is all I have the cash on me right now. And I was like, well, I do take card. And she's like, you do? And I was like, yep, I have the Square reader right here. And she's like, well, good. And she went and spent another like $45 on stuff because I did take card. Now I will take a small percentage cut off of that, but it's about, round up to the 3%. And it is what it is. I'd rather get the sale instead of having them maybe come back or whatever the case may be. So let me catch up on these comments here. Price is right. Rules. Closet without going over. Tonight's game was brought to you by Mr. Beast. I wish that was real, James. Mr. Beast would jump in here and throw $100,000 at me, but not the case. But yeah, so today, like I said, was a good day. Weather wasn't perfect, but good overall. And here's another thing, guys. Like, I know you think, duh, but you'd be surprised on how people treat customers or people in general. And today I had a ton of repeat customers from the first time I had a garage sale before Christmas. I had a couple that drove 40 minutes here because, that I had good items last time. I was fair with them, so on and so forth. They came back. I had another a couple come from, I think it was about half an hour away, just because my prices were good. And, I treated them right, and they found stuff, and I had good items. So a ton of repeat customers came today and spent money. Now, some of them came who had bought a lot before and only bought a few items this time, which is still great. One or two of them I gave a little bit of a deal. It was like $17, and they found like a $5 item, and I was like, well, let's just make it an even 20. Easy on you, easy on me, and that little things like that will keep people coming back over and over again. And super important to do that. Just talk to the old ladies that are talking who knows what, but they want to just talk. And part of the experience for them is just being out and talking with people. And a lot of people just do that, and as part of the fun for them, and it's good for me. And it's just one of those things. So just have that conversation, be respectful, offer people good deals, and just treat them right, and you'll have repeat customers. So super important that you guys do that as well. But yeah, any comments, any questions that you guys have about the garage sale today and what I did, how it went, anything like that, get those in the chat, and I'll go ahead and try to address those for sure. So a couple things I'll bring up. So the bedding that I have. So I think you guys can see a lot of the bedding that I have over there. I sold a few. Like I said, the first time around that we had the garage sale, bedding was so quick selling. It was gone in like an instant. And this time around, it seems to be a little slow. I mean, part of it is going to be the fact that, like I said, I do have repeat customers, and those people had either bought a new set already or whatever. Also, secondary to that is Christmas just got over recently, and a lot of times people get those items during Christmas time, and they're not looking for it. And so for me, that's a little bit of a learning thing where I go like, okay, maybe try to stay away from that pallet if I had recently just purchased a pallet and sold a bunch. And you think that would make sense, but the value of those items are so good, it's hard. It's kind of like when you have a pallet that's got, I don't know, 15 of them on there, and they retail for, close to $70. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, ooh, that's still good, but you just got to know that it might take a little longer, or you might have to hold it a little longer, or just find other ways to sell those as well. So that's one thing I learned today a little bit to be wary of. Part of it though is just it is what it is. Like, people either want it or they don't. They need it or they don't, and it's a little bit of randomness to it as well. So I mean, tomorrow could be they're all gone in an instant. I don't know. It's just one of those things I'm kind of monitoring so I can do a better job and sell things quicker. So, but yeah, so that was one thing I kind of picked up on. Let's see. What else? Obviously, cheaper items sold quicker and faster and more of, which, of course, right? But I think it's just, something about the $2 or $1, $3 range for people. It's something like addictive. They just keep buying it. And it is a good deal, and I agree, but there is still something to it. So I had, I still have a tote down here of a lot of like health and beauty stuff that I sold a ton of that stuff today. And just general everyday household products like, what are those? Scrubbing bubbles, shower cleaner stuff, $1 a piece on them. I think they're like $3 to $4 at the store, brand new still, but $1 on those. I sold out of those. I probably had like 10, 15 of those. Shampoo and conditioner. I sold a lot of shampoo and conditioner today. Probably again, another 10-ish bottles, and those are $2 a piece, and those retail for about $5. So I mean, that's something that seems to sell really well. It did last time, did this time. I even had like lotions and stuff, just the regular not knockoff brands, but like the off-brand generic like lotions that are only like $3, $4 in the store that I had $1 on, and they were missing the pump part. You'd have to twist it off and use it. And I put those for $1 a piece on there. And those, I sold a ton of those too. So as long as you're giving value, people are just going to buy. But it is something about those dollar things, dollar, like, they just buy more and more and more. Another good example is today I had a teacher come in, or I don't know if she was an actual teacher or her sibling was a teacher. And I think it was her sibling as a teacher, and in the classroom they do all these giveaway deals when you're good and pick a prize or something like that. She was saying where you get credit for days that you were good or something like that, and then you can use that credit to go buy something in the store or whatever. And so I have, which I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll point it that way. Down over here in those buckets, I'll go grab one. Don't fall off, hopefully. I don't know. Like good example is like these things. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of reworking the camera here, but these little character collectible thingies. These ones are key rings. So they're figurines for your keys or whatever, and I'm just doing 2 for $1, and she spent probably like, I don't know, I think it was about $15 on stuff like this out of there. There was like some key rings, there was some squishy things, like these little animals that you squish, whatever, just kind of little trivial items that kids love. But it is what it is. And yeah, I could try $1 a piece, whatever. I have so many of them that I just want them gone. And so she bought, like I said, like probably about $15 worth for her siblings teaching class, so kids can buy it and do stuff like that. So things like that, people just buy a ton of. So it is kind of crazy what you think will sell the quickest and for the best isn't always the case. Like I said, like this time I thought bedding was going to go crazy right away. It didn't. But other things that I wasn't quite sure of, like those, I had, I don't know, just a ton of stuff. The health and beauty stuff, just odds and ends and curling irons, things like that just went really quick. And was still good money and everything. It was just one of those things I was like, okay, sounds good to me, Bunch of toys went today as well. We sold Barbie dolls. We sold some train tracks. We sold a big Playmobil stuff. I sold a Lego set today. Just a ton of different stuff. So, but yeah, any questions, get them in there. I don't see any as of yet. But anything you want to talk about or figure out, or anything you're curious about, go ahead and get that in the chat so I can answer those. But yeah, today was only day 1, and we did $403 in sales, and it's a Thursday. So people come up to where I live and they do a lot of biking, and they, even in the winter, they do the fat biking and a bunch of different stuff. So the weather's supposed to be good this weekend, so I'm hoping for another good turnout. I had a few people that are thinking about coming back to get some stuff. They have to check with loved ones and kids' clothing sizes and so on and so forth, and they're planning on coming back as well. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty. It was one of those things. It was like nobody, then a ton of people, nobody, then a ton of people, and nobody, then a ton of people. So you kind of just have to have a plan and kind of figure out how you want to do things. So I'll give you guys a little. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here quick. What websites do you sell on? So I'm primarily Amazon. Then it's like eBay, and then it's places after that. So a marketplace, so on and so forth. But right now we're talking about, I had a garage sale on a bunch of items that I had that were just, everyday items, things I didn't want to list. And for the profit, I figured I could sell it for about the same I would make on eBay or something like that without all the shipping and everything like that. And it also offers the community a good deal on items, even if I'm getting the same kind of the same amount of money off the product. Then for the customer, they're getting a cheaper price, but I'm technically making the same. That should make sense, but if it doesn't, let me know. As obviously, James, you weren't here, but for everyone else that was here, the Instapot, as you can see, is gone. That went like right away, like I said it would. That was one item I knew was going to sell quickly, and a couple came in, they bought it right away. So that was gone. That was $40. And that's a good example. So retail was 60. If I would have sold it on Amazon, which they're restricted to me, I believe, I would have got like $46 or something like that. Still would have had to ship it in the warehouse, which maybe would have been $1 or whatever it is overall. So I would have got right around $40 anyway for it. And, then the rest of the whole returns, blah, 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 you could get. eBay would have been less money and more in shipping, and I would have got around 40 or a little under 40. So that's kind of what I mean by, I could have sold it online, but having the garage sale is like done right then and there. They don't pay 60, but I still get close to 40. So hopefully that makes sense. So Rocky, it's been a minute, glad to see you. Yep, I'm still hustling, still working. Like I said, I just haven't been making videos really. So when we have sales, they are usually Saturday. So Saturday only? Jonathan, you guys don't do more than one day? I'm curious to know how just your Saturday sales work. Is it like a community-based style where everyone we're only open on Saturday? Is it just you're choosing to be Saturday only? Let me know in the comments on that one. So FBA or merchant fulfilled, mostly FBA, pretty much everything. I don't really remember the last time I merchant fulfilled anything. I really don't know, actually. I'm all FBA for the most part. There are times where I'll like around Christmas, if I find an item that sending it into the warehouse won't get there in time, then I will list merchant fulfilled if the profit and everything is still there. But mostly, pretty much everything is FBA for me. How was my Q4? My Q4 was fine. This last year was down in total sales compared to last year, but this past year I had so many more things going on where I took more time off, I guess you could say. I had my reunion. My fiance had her reunion. We did a little traveling, and we just did a bunch of stuff. I hung out with family more this past year. We had more family events and things I really wanted to attend and do. So the money was down comparatively in sales, but overall quality of life, I would say, was much better in some ways. And I moved into the house that we're renting now and stuff like that. So there was a lot of factors into that, but overall it was nice. It was one of those things like, yeah, you could have made more money. You could have, but it was also like, we were fine. Bills, everything was fine. Like, we're good that way. It was just nice to kind of take a moment and enjoy certain things and not always like go, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this year, everything was great. Everything's fine. Q4 went good. It just, I wasn't so stressed or crazy about it as I was in years past, I think for the better in a way. So plus I was trying new things as well on the way. So let me catch up on some of these. When we did them, we worked Monday through Friday, tried Sunday dead. Yeah, Sunday so last time I had a garage sale, I was Thursday through Saturday. And then I had people on Facebook message me, please, can you just be open Sunday so we can come? Can you please be Sunday, whatever, and we can come? And I had enough people message me asking that I did stay open that Sunday, and it wasn't very busy. I think I only did like the last sale. I only did like maybe $100, $150 that day, but it was so slow that I could go in the house and do some stuff, and I could see a car pull up and come out and stuff. So Sundays, yeah, are pretty slow. But what I would suggest John and Pam to do, which I didn't get in trouble. I don't know if you would or not. So do this. This is research. I'm telling you. Figure out if you want to do this or not. But there's a church here in town that's not very far, probably, I don't know, 10 blocks or something. And on that Sunday or that Saturday night, I went and I stuck some signs into the ground next to the church, kind of. So when people were coming in and coming out, they could see the signs, and then they would hopefully make their way to the garage sale. And that seemed to work a little bit. My signs weren't as good then. I had not bought enough signs, which I did this time. So think about that. Maybe leverage that situation where, a lot of people are going to be at church, and maybe after church, they want to come to the sale and look around and buy stuff. So maybe try that on a Sunday if you had to. Maybe think about that in the past. Balance is key. I need more of that. Yeah, balance is good. Yeah, for sure. Balance is good. It was nice this past year a little bit. To be honest, sometimes I was just lazy, and I think that's fair. I think everyone deserves to be lazy once in a while. And I think this last year I was able to kind of just I don't know, not always. I'm not saying I was always lazy, but there was times where I could have gone and done some stuff or pushed harder and do other things, but I just kind of wanted to breathe and just be okay and just not. And there were some risks that I had taken before that at this year I just didn't want to do. Obviously, being here in Minnesota, weather is a huge issue some of the time. So for me to travel to the cities and get product and stuff, in the past I was going regardless. Didn't matter if there was a foot of snow coming or not, and it wasn't the safest thing. And obviously I made it okay right now, but there were times where it was pretty risky and I was just pushing. And this year I was like, there's a snowstorm coming. I'm gonna work on some other stuff at home and try some other projects, learn some different things, and hang out and just live a little bit as well. So totally being honest with that part of it as well. So yeah, I mean, definitely having the balance is key. So, but anything else you guys want to chat about? Anything you want to talk about? I think Jennifer or someone had told me I should live stream the garage sale. Sure. Could I? Yeah, I could. Do I want to? Kinda. Am I gonna? I don't know. As of this moment, I don't think I'm going to, just for the fact that I do live in a small town and not everyone's tech savvy, and technically I could put the camera up there and cover up the little blue lights and no one would really know and stuff, but I don't know. I guess I don't know how I quite feel about it if I went to a garage sale and someone was filming it. I mean, it would be good for a live stream. It would help the watch time and the hours and all that if someone were sitting there and they had nothing better to do and wanted to pull up the stream and just watch all day while they're at work. I guess that would be good, but I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. You guys let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd really enjoy, having the webcam going and you could see people come in and buy stuff. I don't know. You let me know. Let me know. Not everyone was here last week, so let me know if that's something that would intrigue you. And just, hey, it's 2 PM. Let's pop into the stream and see what's selling. Or you might just see me sitting there on the iPad working on some other stuff, not doing nothing because there's no one here yet. So, it's one of those things. Let me know, though, in the comments if that's something that you would want to see or would at least maybe pull up and just let it run for the fact of helping me get to watch time, which would be pretty interesting if we did that. Because part of the reason I got off YouTube is, they changed a lot of their structure. And one thing was that you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to monetize anything, do super chat, blah, 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 any of that stuff. And I'm not even close to the watch time. The subscriber count is getting up there. It's over halfway, so that's doable. But the watch time is the most difficult thing. So just doing live streams has been really helpful because every time, say we have 5 people watching, we do an hour show. That's 5 hours, and then do so many of those, and then afterwards people watch it. Then that watch time goes up by a lot. So, but yeah, let me know, like I said, in those comments, if you want to see a live stream of the garage sale or you'd rather not because it'd be boring. I don't know. I mean, I could talk to you guys in between people coming in. People might think I'm a little crazy if I'm mid-sentence and someone walks in and they're like, "Ooh, I got to get out of here. This guy's crazy." I don't know. But yeah, let me know any more questions, anything you guys want to talk about. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. You think is it hard work? No, but it's sitting out here, the ups and downs. You're constantly going up and down, up and down. You're dealing with customers. You're wheeling and dealing. You're listening and sensing how customers are. If they're looking at an item, do you deal? Hey, you want to know anything about it? You want to open that up? Do you so on and so forth. So my senses for me are always up. And then when everyone's gone, I'm just down. And then someone comes in, then I'm up, and then I'm down. So it's kind of like a sort of roller coaster you go on, and that can be kind of tolling on you. At least when I'm thinking, like in my mind, I'm like, did I do that right? Whatever. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. That's sometimes how it feels when I'm like thrifting or garage selling. I'm like on a huge high. I'm going like, oh, I found some stuff. And then the next 10 garage sales or thrift stores, you're like finding one item here, one item here, one item here. And it's just kind of draining. And then, you found 10 more items and are really good and you're going to make some money. And then that, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. So, let's see. Let me get to your great subscriber count. Got ours put to 553. May not watch it all day long. May tune in. All right. Rocky, I always find watching how other people negotiate prices Yep, like pawn shop and garage sales. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I like to. I don't know. I'm pretty good at reading people, and I am very friendly, I guess, in a lot of ways. Like not overbearing, like "Hey, how you doing?" Like, whatever. But just simple things that I guess I would say to you guys if you were thinking about having a garage sale is obviously have some stuff ready to go. Like always think about your customer and how you would want. So if you went to a garage sale and there's items, but you got to hold them all and they don't have bags, right? It's fine. It's just, oh, it'd be nice if there was a bag that I could carry my items away in, or, oh, it'd be nice for me to set these items down somewhere so I have free hands. So one key thing that I always try to do is there's two reasons why. So when someone has an item, right? So they pick up, I don't know, whatever. This candle, right? And they're like, ooh, smell it. It smells good. I think I'm going to get this. And you see them, they do kind of one of these. Okay. This is a telltale sign that it's theirs, right? And they're going to take it. Obviously, they're still shopping, right? They're not setting it down. They're just carrying it because once they claim it in their mind, it's theirs. Now, what happens sometimes, though, is they'll have it in their hand like this, and then they go to set it, look at something else, and they set it down. And that act of setting it down, they have to recalculate if it's worth picking back up again and buying. So once they do this in their mind is, I'm taking it home and I'm going to buy it, But once they do this, to look at a different item, whether it's this lamp or something, they'll kind of go like, well, maybe I'll leave the candle, but I'll get this because it's a little bit more, and that way I'm not wasting money on a candle, and I'm getting the lamp that I actually want. And then they do this, right? So now you technically potentially lost out on the sale of the candle. So what I like to do is, and this may be a tip for you guys, is, you see them pick up the candle and they're doing this, right? Just go ahead and offer them. I have a spot up here. I have a designated bucket, okay, for people to put their stuff. And secondly, I have bags. I have like shopping bags, whatever, just regular old shopping bags, ready to go. So when I see someone do this, and also it's really hard to look at items with one hand, okay? Trying to do this, whatever, and that's what causes them to set it down. But I just go ahead and like, okay, they'll hold it like here, and I'm like, all right, did you want that item? And they'll go, oh yeah. I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and put it up front, put it in a bag for you, and so you don't have to hold it. So you got two hands. You're doing two things, like I said. You're giving them two free hands again to search and buy more things. And another thing is you're not making them set it down and recalculate whether they want it or not. Third, really into that is you're being nice and friendly, and you're giving them support through their shopping experience. Okay. Hey, I'll take that up to the front. I'll get in the bag for you. It's always nice to have two hands to go ahead and shop with, so you can actually, go through some things. And it is huge. Just that little tip, if you guys want to try it out, it works amazing. You're going to get more items sold. You're going to get a huge bump in customer service, really in that way. And like I said, it's just overall something you guys should think about doing. I would highly recommend having bags. Okay. They're not that expensive. You guys put a little money into it. I have a friend that has a store, and I paid her $2 for that box of 500 bags. So I don't know what they are compared to you guys, or where, how much they would cost you, but I know Costco, I think, has them. Even going to your local grocery store, and when you buy groceries, you're kind of like, let me grab some of these bags in here and take them home. Huge plus to have bags. Secondly, huge tip, have a spot for those items so they don't have to carry them. So what I do to keep track of it, which I wrote on this one, but see all this scratch right here, right? This is actually where I had a column of one person's items. So someone will come in, let's say two people come in, one person shopping over here, kind of the same deal. Like they have something in their hand. Can I take that for you? I'll put it in a bag and I'll have it up front, just, in your spot. Oh, okay. So I take, my piece of paper, I put a line down, and I write, okay, the price was $3. I put that in a bag, put it in their spot. Same thing for the other customer. I have a different column, grab an item for them. Okay, $5, put it in a bag, put it on the other side. Now, I like to write the item's price and what they buy individually for the most part. So if they have a $3 item, a $2 item, a $5 item, I write all those prices separately, because once in a while, it normally doesn't happen very often, but once in a while, they'll be surprised at what they're at. They're like, 55? How did I get to $55? And you go, okay, well, you have the $5 item, $5 item, $2 item, $3 item, and you can easily pull those items out and work backwards if you need to. But it also helps you just keep track of everything. You're putting in the bag, you're writing them down, boom, 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 set. So once they come up there, you pretty much have their total ready to go. You might, I normally can tell when they're about done, so I add it up quick on the calculator, and then I write it there, and then they come up and they're like, okay, how much do I owe you? And you can be ready to go. You can just, everything super easy transition for your customer. Like, oh, it's $55 even. Okay. And if they have questions, like, okay, here, boom, 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 boom. Here's that list. Here's the stuff. Here's your items. And you have it in the bag ready to go. They pay you. You give them their change or whatever. And then you're like, here you go. Have a great day. And it's just so easy for the customer, and they want to come back. They want to buy more items. And anytime you can make it easier for them, you're going to do better. So, so they're going to see it as you being friendly and a good in customer service, which you are, and that's one of the objectives of it. Second objective is to give them both hands back and to not let them put that item down and second guess themselves in the purchasing process. So something, I don't know, I kind of went on a rant there, but hopefully you guys find that interesting. Let me know if that tip is something that you guys might try or take and use and see. Obviously, don't be overbearing. Hi, how are you? Anything I can help you with? No, they're going to look, okay, sit back and do your thing. You want to be like very uninvasive, just very simply, and once you do it once with that customer, every time is even easier. They're holding this and you're like, oh, can I take that and I'll put it in a bag for you because you want that, whatever. And they're like, yeah, oh, okay, great, thank you. And then every time they're holding something, you just go through like, you want me to put that? Oh, okay. And it's like you don't even have to speak anymore. Like, oh, I'll put that in the bag for you. Okay. It's just, it becomes repetition for them, and it's much, much easier. So, but yeah, let me know if you've thought about that a little bit, or something you want to try, or maybe how a tip that you guys want to share, or something that you've seen to work good for you. Let me know in the comments, and we can talk about those as well. But yeah, I know I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but I really think that's a huge, huge help when you're doing a garage sale, for sure. Since there are a lot of items, giving them two hands, helping them make that process, the purchasing process easier in any way is huge. So, but go ahead and get some comments or questions in there, and then, I'll try to answer those if you have any. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. I got to make dinner still and do a few things. I have to kind of set some stuff up for tomorrow, which again is at 9 o'clock, which is not early, I understand, but it's early. But I'll have to be setting that up and make sure we have that stuff ready to go, make it look a little nicer, because we all know you get some old ladies and some other people that come in here and they just throw all the clothes in the wrong bins. And, I just try to organize by size. That makes it easier for them just to go, oh, I'm an extra large. This is where I go. I'm a extra small. That's where I go. Whatever, or whatever makes it easier for them. So I have to go back through, and I already did it once because I had. I feel like I'm picking on the old ladies. I'm not trying to, but there was an old lady that came in, and I have a small section for like dog clothes. People put clothes on their dog, whatever. I don't care. But I had a few things, and they just. Completely wrong all the way across. I don't know how they got them there. without even me seeing them or whatever, but in a different bin. Then I had baby stuff in an extra large spot. And then I had like extra small in the kids stuff. It was kind of a mess. So I already had to do that once. I'll have to do that again, probably double check. Keep it up, go list and prep. All right, well, Rocky, thank you so much for jumping in here. If you're still here, appreciate it. We're going to be doing these more often, so appreciate you coming back and hanging out and all that stuff. So I do appreciate that. So, but if there's anything else, you guys, John, Pam, James, anybody, get them in there real quick. Otherwise, we've almost been going for an hour. Maybe I'll stick around for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll make it an even hour just to help those metrics, right? You know, those YouTube metrics. You got to have so many hours and damn subscribers, so on and so forth. But yeah, anything you guys want to talk about? Anything at all? Shoes? I thought shoes were going to go better today, and they didn't quite go as good, but I didn't have the, how do I say this correctly? The people that may have been interested in those shoes, that demographic, I don't think I had in today. So hopefully tomorrow, those people will be jumping in here. John Pam says, I work retail store. People are always picking up and putting down, and redecorating the store. Yes. Normally it's pretty good here, but clothes is one of those ones where it is a bin of clothes, so you do have to dig to get through it all. But that's the only way it really works. I'm not going to do pants here, socks here, this here, you know what I mean? And then size, you know what I mean? It's size it, put it in a bucket. So I do understand why they do kind of throw some stuff around, but come on. Most people are pretty good, but you do get a few that are just, they don't care. They just, you know, wherever, you know, and then they don't buy anything and leave. You could at least bought something for me to have to reorganize the whole thing, dang it. But it is what it is, and totally get it. So I did sell a couple of those sets. I know this way. We talked about it on the last video on pricing and stuff. But yeah, those, I sold a couple of those today. Sold one of the candles today. A few people smelt it and they're like, not for me. But I don't know. I kind of like it. What is it actually? Midnight Tiger Lily. I think it is. The first smell is not as good. Like you kind of have to like open it, give it a second, because then it's like not as pungent or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of like it. I should just light one. Just kidding. No, I need my $2 for it. Dang it. But yeah. So overall, pretty good day. Obviously, you always want to sell more, do more, get more when it comes to the sale, especially if you're out here and you're, you know, just want to sell it all. So hopefully tomorrow, being Friday, is even better. I probably should check the signs tomorrow since it did snow and I had them in some snowbanks. So depending, I don't think I put anywhere a snowplow will hit it or anything like that, but you never know who's outside and what, let's say, kid or whoever decided to knock over the sign because they're got parent issues. I don't know. I'm just joking, but we'll probably have to get up, make the coffee. Most important, wake up, make coffee. That's the important step. 1 and 2, check the signs, be ready to go, and then be open. Today, like I said, it was slow to start. I was open at 9, but people didn't start showing up till like 10, maybe a little before 10 or a little after 10. I wasn't sure. I wasn't watching exactly. I just knew that when the first people showed up, and by the time a couple people came in and left, it was after 10. So I'm guessing right around 10-ish, people showed up. So for that first hour, you know, you wake up, you make coffee, you do a few things, you're sitting ready to go, and then you're like, waiting for a little while for people to show up, but they do, and then you get that spark, and then you just go. So it is what it is. But let me know if you have any more questions, chat, anything. Otherwise, I'll end it here. We're about 55 minutes in, so if you do have one, That'll get us to the hour mark. That would be great. If not, no biggie. We'll go ahead and get out of here. Tomorrow is Friday. Depending, like I said, how I'm feeling and how tired I am, whether I'm tired or not, we'll see. We'll see if I go ahead and do another live stream tomorrow to let you guys know how day 2 went, and Friday, and we can see if it got better or worse or whatever. Depending who comes, it's all a roll of dice. A lot of the cheaper stuff did sell, so now it's more expensive stuff. There are still cheaper options, but there are more expensive stuff. Are those going to sell? Are they not? We will see. Let me get this here. John Pam says, had someone drive around removing signs in our old town. Caught him once. He said he thought it was over. Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, maybe there is nothing worse. I will say there's nothing. Well, I mean, there are, but garage sailing wise, one of the worst things is when you follow signs and they're not open. Oh, let me know if that's ever happened to you guys. Oh, I get so mad just because it's such a waste of time. I've had it happen a lot of times where, there'll be a sign in the main street, and this is like in the cities or something, and I'm like, okay, turn here. So I turn, and I go down 5 blocks. Okay, now make a left. I make a left. I'm like, okay, drive down there. Now we're right. So then you take a right and you go all the way down, and you get to like a cul-de-sac, or you get to somewhere, and the sign is pointing at the house where the garage is. The sign says Saturday 8 to 5, and it's noon, and they're not. Oh, that makes me so upset. Sometimes I just want to go into the knock on the door, be like, excuse me, you're supposed to be open, and you're not. Just made me drive all the way around for nothing. So yeah, there's nothing worse than that in the garage sale sense. I hate that so much, for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't see really any more questions coming through. John and Pam, I do appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out, and everybody else. Rocky, James, you were here. Sankatis? I'm terrible with names. I'm a terrible with names, but Vianney, thank you. Polo, again, thank you for jumping in here. Appreciate that. Diane Morgan, thank you so much for jumping in here. Anybody else? OJ, thank you for jumping in here. The weakest link, you meanie that didn't show up today and buy stuff, but thank you for jumping in here. Hopefully you guys hit that like button. It does help me out a lot if you guys could hit that like button. But yeah, overall good day. $403 in sales. Gonna make dinner, gonna go eat that, and then go to bed. And then I say that I'll probably stay up late because I do that and get up and be tired and just make coffee. But John and Pam says, knock the door, make the let you look, don't buy anything that will show them. Yeah. The weakest link. You're no longer allowed. You can't buy anything. I'll lock the door on him. But the nerve of that guy, I tell you, we've been friends a long time, but he calls me today and he's like, well, he told me he's coming the other day, and then he calls me today. He's like, you still got stuff, right? I'm like, yeah, I got lots of home stuff, because he's looking for some home stuff. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to eat something and I'll head over in a half an hour. That was like, I don't know, 2-3 o'clock, and I was open till 6, and he didn't show up. What a guy, right? He'll probably show up tomorrow or something, or if he does or he doesn't, whatever. He can come whenever, I guess. He knows where I live. He'll knock on the door and come on in. But yeah, anything else before we get going? John and Pam, we'll probably have to do some sort of video. I'll have to look into that depending on. I've done it before with like Google Hangout, where you can do like a live stream with other people and that kind of stuff. And maybe we'll think about maybe in the future doing something like that, making a collab video, or just have you on as a guest here, or I could be on yours, or I don't know. That'll be down the road. But John and Pam, that would be cool if we want to do that at some point. Trying to see if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think I blabbed enough to pretty much get us to the hour mark, and that was the goal, and we're almost there. We're 15 seconds away. So, yeah, we'll think about it, John and Pam, when we got some time, or if we can get it to work out. I don't really. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember how the whole Google Hangout and all that works, but we can look into it and do a video at some point if you're up for it, or have me on, or you can come here. Whatever, and we can shout out the channels and have a good time doing that. So, but all right, well, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm tired. I'm gonna go be lazy for a bit and then come back out here and finish up and get ready for tomorrow. And yeah, so closing out here, if you guys want to support the channel, support the stream, there is a donation link in this description. If it works, I don't know, it should work. If you want to donate to the channel, I'd appreciate that. Also, there's the Facebook group link in the description as well. Go ahead and click that and send an invite over or whatever, and then I'll let you into that. As long as you're a real person and all that, then I'll do that. But yeah, until hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see with everything if we do a stream, and we'll talk about the sales and everything then. But yeah, like I said, Facebook group, support the stream, all in the description. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. It helps out a lot that you guys just hang out, whether you're actually participating or watching in the background or whatever. I do appreciate it. So, all right, guys, Pocket Profit out. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.